Standing up to issues of injustice is something that can totally disrupt the status quo. At a time when separation from England threatened their sense of security, identity, and economic stability, the Declaration of Independence speaks out with a force intended to inspire and rally Americans to come together on behalf of a vision of freedom and equality. Unlike our Constitution, the Declaration of Independence is not a legally binding document, but it strove to convince people both at home and abroad that there was the possibility and ought to be the reality of people having a say in their own governance. It lays down a vision, spells out a list of 27 complaints against King George III, and declares a complete break with Britain and its king. As we sort through issues of our own day, here's an interesting bit of history to ponder. 43 years before the Declaration of Independence, in 1733, Bowling Green was designated as a public park in New York. 6 years before the Declaration, in 1770, a giant statue of King George III mounted on a stallion was erected in the park. On July 9th, 1776, following a reading of the new Declaration of Independence, patriots were so inspired by this new vision that they pulled down the large statue in protest of the past. What do you do with old statues? Reportedly, you ship them to Connecticut, where they're melted down to make bullets for the war effort. And this painting you're looking at of the event? It was made years later by Johannes Ertl. Yes, our Ertl, a former rector of this parish. But once we had fought and won our independence, then how do we move into living into those ideals? The Articles of Confederation, our first national governing document, pulled the states together only for specific purposes. But those 13 states remained sovereign and independent. The new nation, as a result, was on the brink of collapse and economic disaster. The Constitution, hammered out in the summer of 1787 in Philadelphia, united us as members of one whole, vesting the power of the Union in the people. The Preamble to the Constitution, a 52-word paragraph, lays out the intentions and purpose of the Constitution itself, which is the highest law of our land. I invite you to follow the links in the description of this video to learn more about the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, and to listen to our national anthem.